Name?
My name is Janelle.
And you are?
I am your partner.
Okay. Describe yourself to me.
I am an aspiring artist, a very sensitive person, a very childlike person. Playful. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Describe who you were before you met me.
I was a person who thought they knew the meaning to their life and thought that I could figure out everything and maps to everything and that it would work out once I figure out how to do it. I thought life was calculable, if that's the word, calculatable. I thought I could calculate my life.
Where did we meet?
We met 3 times, in my opinion. We met at my workplace, or I prefer to use the word a window. We met at a window where you ordered a chicken salad, a crispy chicken salad with ranch tomato. We also met online. And we met in person at a cafe, which we don't go to anymore. But we still really like.
How do you feel about our 1-year anniversary?
Very excited and very happy and very motivated because I see it as a milestone, but I also see it as a reminder of how far you can get if you try and we communicate and if we want the same thing. So I feel hopeful, but I also don't see it as, okay, 1 year now, that means that we have succeeded at life, but rather that we know how much we have to learn, and I think we can do it. That's what I think.
How would you describe me?
I think the first thing I always use to describe you is an extremely intelligent and beautiful person. You're an extremely passionate person, compassionate person. You're extremely well read, in my opinion. And you also sorry, our dog is eating something and we don't want her to get sick, so we are just, come on here. Okay. We are back. How would I describe you? As a beautiful, compassionate person who thinks very deeply, who is really sensitive, but also extremely strong and brave. Extremely brave and admirable in that you harbor a lot of qualities I want for myself. Like compassion, courage, vision, love. Yes, those are the things I think of.
What's one memory you want for us in the future?
I want a memory of traveling together somewhere spontaneously, giddily, extremely happily. Just filled with excitement. The two of us filled with excitement for whatever we're going towards on a plane or a boat.
What kind of person do you want to become?
I think I really want to become someone that's brave and honest and true to myself and very sure of myself. The way you are sure of yourself.
Or what's preventing you from becoming the person that you want to be?
I think the hugest thing is fear of judgment from my family mostly, and the people around me, but mostly my family, and the fear of the pain that would result from that, and the fear to be a failure. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
When was our toughest moment together?
We could cut this main section out. Our toughest moment. Sorry about that. I think one of our toughest moments together was one of our first fights ever, which was on that Sunday, where it could have meant either a continuation that was more complex than I thought it would have to be, or just the end. And thankfully it wasn't the end, but more a flash of reality. It helped me realize how much I actually want this relationship and want to be with you and want to be your partner and for you to be mine.
When was the last time I made you feel secure as a woman?
If I recall correctly, I think I told you already when you held my hand at the fair this week, and also when you told me it was okay for me to feel as bad as I did when I felt bad because you failed in the dream. I felt really, really bad. And you made me feel like it was okay to make that mistake. Because you know I can be really hard on myself.
Who sacrifices more in our relationship, and how do you feel about that?
I think you sacrifice more, especially lately. And I feel unhappy that that's the case. I'm concerned because I don't want it to be like that. And I want to be able to sacrifice as much as you do for you and us.
Name the top 5 things you love about me.
I love your laugh, or whenever you are happy. I love how you express your love to people around you. I love that you like to eat and how much you are passionate about good food the way I am. That's a plan. I also, that's 3, right? I love the way you care about other people, even though sometimes selfishly I wish you didn't. And I love the way you think, which is really deeply and empathetically and slowly. Like you take time, you don't just decide. Sometimes you think for a week about something and then you settle on a conclusion, kind of. And I like how your process, that it actually is functional and effective when you've thought something through. You are sure of what your result is afterwards.
What's the wisest thing that I taught you?
I think the wisest thing you've taught me is to take care of myself. Not just for our relationship, for example, but for myself. And what that looks like
What is our biggest challenge as a couple?
I think one of our biggest challenges as superficial as it may seem is accepting certain things about each other when it comes to like sexuality and attraction. Like for me, I still struggle with aspects of your past.
Do you think that we're still a good match? Why or why not?
I do think we're a good match. I think we're still a good match. I think because we both want to grow in the ways that we are flawed in our relationship, and we both want to be able to, or try to be able to accept the things we can't change about each other in our relationship. And we both try to communicate openly, and we both want very similar things from life. And I think ultimately because we're both the same person at heart in the middle, like when you boil us down to just, we both just want to play and love, and we enjoy doing that together. And I think that's a large reason why I think we're a perfect match. Whenever we're playing and your family watches us, like we're crazy and we're just like in our own world, I feel like we're so perfect for each other. Yeah.
How have we grown lazy in our relationship?
I think physically we need to be more fit. But also when it comes to being more spontaneous, like going on adventures, saving, and dreaming together. I think we don't take enough time to dream together as much as we did before. And I think we should constantly be putting energy into that to make ourselves excited for what we're working towards rather than scared about what's coming towards us. That's a car. We live on a busy street.
Okay. What's one thing that you have always wanted to tell me?
I think no matter what happens in our life between us, just for you to know that I am so sincere when I say that I really admire you and look up to you and love you and wish to be able to love the way you do. And that I could never stop loving you. At least I don't think. Except when it's sarcastic. Kidding. No. I still love you when you're sarcastic. I just get a little bit annoyed. But I love you anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I will always love you. I don't want you to ever forget that. Always. Yeah.